Good morning.
It's another beautiful day. I love these mornings.
Yeah, now this morning early before the sun came up, we had a little breeze that was moving around.
Well, it's still moving around, and it's going to be here for, today and into tomorrow morning.
So it'll drop the temperature a little bit.
I think for the weekend, we're looking for some very chilly mornings. Wasn't as chilly. It was almost 20 degrees warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning because of the clouds and the wind.
Yeah, I agree. In fact, yesterday, Gloria made that comment. She took Valor to school and said, "Man, yeah, it was cool."
It was mid 30s actually.
Yes, sirree, I'm sure. Maybe there was even a trace. Maybe of ice
Well,
in the country.
No doubt. We'll have to check with Jim Christopherson on that.
Yeah, well, I'll let you. You want to call him right now?
I would, yes.
Well, he might be around this early, and old habits are hard to break.
Knowing Jim, he's out puttering around the house, doing something.
Or volunteering for something.
You got that right. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
I'm ready.
Okay, actress Kay Callan from Lois and Clark, the TV show, 84. Joan Baez is 79. Singer Roy Head, treat her right, 79. Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin is 76. Actor John Doman is 75. One of my favorites, singer Buster Poindexter, is 70. And singer Crystal Gale, 69. No word on her hair. Actor J.K. Simmons is 65. Actress Imelda Staunton is 64. Actress Jolie Richardson, 55. Actor David Costabile is 53. And singer Steve Harwell of Smash Mouth, 53. Dave Matthews of the Dave Matthews Band, 53. Actress Joy Lauren Adams is 52. Actor Dion Cole, 49. Actress Angela Bettis, 47. And singer A.J. McLean of the Backstreet Boys, 42. Yeah, they're not the Backstreet Boys anymore, are they?
No, they're the Front Porch Girls.
Oh, it's amazing what they can do these days.
Yeah, they just changed their name.
Yeah, if there's money in it. Guitarist Drew Brown of One Republic, 36 actually. Singer Paolo Nutini, 33. Actress Nina Dobrev is 31. Actress Karis Dorsey is 22. And actor Tyree Brown is 16.
All right.
Okay. Those are the big shot birthdays. I know you're ready for the local ones, right?
I'm ready. I'm sitting here with bated breath right now.
Yeah, well, try a Tic Tac. It might help. Abigail Brianna Cronister, Michael Solaria, Fred Fawn, R.J. Vargas, Frankie Wheel, Lisa Zavala, Elizabeth Garibaldi, Isaac Hurtado, Tony De La Paz, Lilia Madrigal, Carol Kelton, Vicky Uri, Julianne Dyson, Julie Montano, Lance Thomas, Lupe Soto, Nora Arvizu, Richard Fitzsimmons, Andrew Navarro, Ariana Diaz, Jasmine Perez, Joe Encinas, Melanie Pena, Aiden Avila, and Rosa Maria Valdez, all celebrating birthdays today.
All right.
Okay.
Happy birthday. Enjoy it. Enjoy your day.
Okay. It's a special day.
It is if it's your birthday.
Yes.
That's for sure. You were mentioning Crystal Gale.
Yes.
As you mentioned, the length of her hair, part of that is to make her look taller. She is really vertically challenged, as they
You
say.
suppose if I let my hair grow that long, I would appear taller?
You probably would.
I'll have to work on that.
We had a very nice visit with Crystal Gale a good number of years ago when she was here in the Valley. And we talked about, her trademark, her long hair. And because I made the comment, gee, I knew that your stature was such, but wow, she was very small. So the long hair made her look taller.
Okay, I'm going to give that a try.
Yeah, so do that. You're probably going to have to do it for a while, though. I forget how many years she said the last time they had trimmed her hair. But a really sweet lady. Just a great entertainer, too.
Yes. And what's her sister's name? Her sister is also a
female country artist as well.
Yes.
I just can't remember who she is.
I don't remember the name either. I'm not real big on country, but...
yeah, but you like her sister.
If
we could remember her name.
Yeah, George would know.
Yeah, we'll have to pin him down and ask him this morning.
Yeah. Oh, well,
George, where are you, as George Burns said?
Yeah. The lost a great mind, Buck Henry. Rally round the flag, boys. Mm-hmm. And was the genius behind Get Smart and so many other great things.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah. And anyway, Buck Henry passed away overnight. And, I think he probably hosted Saturday Night Live back when it was relevant and funny more than anybody.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Everybody would say now, what?
Yeah.
Saturday, Well, they should remember Saturday Night Live, but who knows? Maybe not.
I don't know. Oh, well. Are you ready for the news?
We've got lots of news this morning.
We're going to jump in with it. And we're going to start with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News updates. Several officials in Iran today are making comments that could be interpreted as saber-rattling. CBS's Cammie McCormick at the Pentagon.
The head of the Revolutionary Guard's Aerospace Force says the missiles were the start of a series of attacks, and he says Iran could use cyber attacks to disable U.S. planes and drone navigation systems. Iran is sending mixed signals now. President Rouhani also warned of a very dangerous response if the U.S. makes what he calls another mistake.
President Trump speaks later today at a rally in Toledo, expected to include remarks about recent military action. CBS's Paula Reed.
I think we can clearly expect him to focus more on taking out a terrorist and not on folks deploying to the Middle East.
The House votes today on limiting the president's ability to take further military action. The resolution expected to be approved, but its fate in the Senate is more uncertain despite misgivings by a few Republicans. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Affordable, quiet, and reliable, you can count on a furnace from York because it's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501 to learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. That's 353-4501. Contractor license 6966216.
California headline news. Executive orders signed by Governor Gavin Newsom requiring state agencies to turn state property into temporary homeless shelters by the end of January.
The longer that we leave people out on the streets and basically experiencing trauma on an ongoing basis, I mean, we're going to see those folks get to be more and more vulnerable with the medical issues and mental health.
Noel Kammerman with the nonprofit Loaves and Fish is expecting pushback from residents who won't want homeless shelters in their neighborhoods. Order calling for empty lots, fairgrounds, or former hospitals to become temporary shelters. Oscar ceremony in Los Angeles next month will once again be hostless.
Together with the Academy, we have decided that there will be no traditional host again this year. Repeating what worked for us last year. Huge entertainment value, big musical numbers, big comedy, and star power.
ABC Entertainment President Carrie Burke making the announcement Wednesday. Second year in a row without a single host. The ceremony February 9th. Oscar nominations to be announced next Monday. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. It's Lock Air Conditioning, heating, air conditioning, and sheet metal.
What would you like to be better at?
Dancing.
Poker.
Yoga.
According to a study, CVS customers are better than most at something important, staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. So get a free prescription savings review. Plus, earn up to 50 extra bucks rewards each year for filling. Because of the things you could be better at, staying healthy tops them all. Treat yourself well at CVS. Terms and conditions apply. Not all prescriptions eligible. See our pharmacist or cvs.com/RX savings or /RX rewards.
I never chose to become a gambling addict, but what I did choose was to get help from a professional counselor. Admitting I was powerless to solve my problem, that opened the doors. I thought I was beyond repair until I called 1-800-GAMBLER and was provided life-changing resources and referrals at zero cost to me.
For no-cost gambling addiction counseling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text SUPPORT to 53342. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane, they've got 2 locations in the Valley, one in Brawley, another in El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, a tractor-trailer rig blocked traffic on eastbound Interstate 8 near El Cotillo shortly after 6 this morning. The brakes on the big rig caught fire, traffic blocked in one lane. We understand in talking with Carroll moments ago that there is one lane open now eastbound, if we understood that correctly. So you need, whatever the plans are, to drive carefully in that area.
No issues on the westbound traffic lanes.
Was just the eastbound, and one lane is open. Well, the El Centro Fire Department responded to a structure fire in the 800 block of Woodward Wednesday evening. The call was received at 8:16 p.m., and on arrival, firefighters issued a second alarm with assistance from all off-duty El Centro Fire Department personnel, as well as Imperial County and Holtville Fire. Cause of the fire is under investigation. Well, outgoing president is honored. This is the IID president. George Gale has the story.
It was at this week's IID board meeting. The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors met on Tuesday. During the meeting, the board adopted a resolution honoring past board president Eric Ortega. He was also presented a plaque recognizing him for his service as board president in 2019. Ortega also received certificates of recognition from the offices of Congressman Juan Vargas, State Senator Ben Hueso, and Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The city of El Centro has announced the 2020 El Centro Mardi Gras King and Queen. They are King Jesus Jack Terrazas and Queen Frances Arminta Terrazas. They will reign over the festivities. Jack Terrazas has a long career in public service, beginning with the City of El Centro Planning Commission, continuing to the El Centro City Council, and then elected to the Imperial County Board of Supervisors. He continues to serve on the Imperial Valley Housing Authority Board of Trustees. Queen Frances Terrazas has spent over 20 years in the public sector with the state of California and the California public education system. She worked for the Brawley Union High School District as a school psychologist and director of special education. She has been a trustee on the El Centro Elementary School Board. The El Centro Mardi Gras festivities kick off on January the 16th with the King and Queen coronation, and continues at the El Centro Regional Medical Center Foundation's annual Mardi Gras fundraiser on February the 21st. The royal couple will reign over the annual Mardi Gras parade and street festival on Saturday, February the 22nd. Well, new public safety facility up in the north end of the valley. George Gale filed this story.
It will be built in Nyland. Groundbreaking ceremony will be held today. Public is encouraged to attend the ceremony. County facility will serve as a sheriff's substation as well as a county fire substation. It'll be located at 8071 Luxor Avenue in Nyland. Ceremony begins at 10 o'clock this morning. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, in El Centro on Imperial Avenue. It's Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, with a great variety of gift packs which can be shipped to your friends and loved ones all over the universe. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, with some tours. Every Tuesday and Friday, 10 a.m. Yuma time, you're invited to take a free tour at the Peanut Patch. Watch them make some of their great products. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch, with homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. Pecan turtles to die for. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Don't forget, every Tuesday and Friday, you're invited to take a free tour at the Peanut Patch. How do you get to the Peanut Patch? Well, Google Maps will take you there. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, the annual Joint Chamber Business Expo is almost here. Here's more in that story.
It is being held later today. This year's event is titled 2020 Schmoozapalooza Business Expo. It's hosted by the Imperial Valley Joint Chamber of Commerce. It's held at the Ivy Expo from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Admission is $6. Children 2 years old and younger enter free. This year's event will feature approximately 100 displays from businesses throughout the valley. Expo extends an opportunity for the local chamber businesses to promote and market their products and services to other businesses, other companies, as well as residents. Samples offered during the expo will be from Buffalo Wild Wings, Cold Stone Creamery, Connection Cafe, Fiesta Mexican Foods, Johnny Carino's, Olive Garden, Kennedy's Market, Nana's Kitchen, and Starbucks. New to the 2020 Expo will be Menchie's and Imperial Olive Mill. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Shortly before 5 a.m. this morning, a hit-and-run accident was reported on Highway 111 at Heber Road. One person sustained minor injuries. The driver of one of the cars fled the scene. Well, it's almost here, the 25th annual Imperial Valley Junior Trout Fishing Derby. Here's more in the story.
It is right around the corner. The Derby is hosted by Kiwanis of El Centro, County of Imperial, and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. It's set for Saturday, January 18th, from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. at Sunbeam Lake. To participate, you must be 15 years of age or younger. There will be 4 age groups for boys and girls. There'll be a 5-fish limit, 1 rod per angler. Only the longest trout will be measured for prizes, must be registered and present to win. Best part, admission is absolutely free. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurances.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says cooler conditions will develop today ahead of an approaching Pacific weather disturbance, which will pass through the area later today and into the morning hours on Friday. A prolonged period of below normal temperatures is expected late this week through the weekend and into the early part of next week. Morning low temperatures this weekend will be rather chilly across the Imperial and Yuma valleys, reaching into the 30s with colder outlying areas approaching the freezing mark. Our high yesterday, 73, 47 the low. Sunny today with a high near 68. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Friday with a high near 68. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 70. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high near 68 and light wind. We have 56 degrees downtown, 54% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. And that's it for page 2 of the local news. Page 2 brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, we're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want sushi Buckley fries.
And I want an Imperial Big Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. That's where you will find what you need when you need it. It's deja vu all over again. Yeah, Rocky Long decided to retire as head football coach at San Diego State University. As Rocky said, that doesn't mean I'm going to quit coaching. Right now, I'm retiring. Anyway, Brady Hoke. Yeah, you remember Brady Hoke. He's the guy that left to go to Michigan, and Rocky Long took over when Hoke left. Hoke is now the San Diego State football coach. Yeah. Let's hear it for the Aztecs. NBA action. Raptors went overtime and topped the Hornets 112-110. Heat beat the Pacers 122-108. It was the Spurs. They topped the Celtics 129-114. Magic rolled. They beat up on the Wizards 123-89. Nuggets nipped the Mavericks 107-106. Rockets topped the Hawks 122-115. Pelicans pounded the Bulls 123-108. It was the Jazz 128, the Knicks 104, and the Bucks beat the Warriors 107-98.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Plumbing emergency? Clogs, leaks, and breaks are never planned. We stock a giant selection of fixtures and fittings to help solve your problem.
In other news, NFL football this weekend, and we've got games. Saturday, it's the Vikings and the 49ers, followed by the Titans and the Ravens. On Sunday, it's the Texans and the Chiefs. Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers follow that one. We've got every NFL playoff game all the way down to Super Bowl 54. Yeah, all you got to do is tune in. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Brawley, and Holtville. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. It's financial news and a brief look at weather, and it's all brought to you by Styles and Smiles. Complete salon services. Call for an appointment or walk in. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue right by Cardenas Market in El Centro. U.S. stocks opened at fresh record highs today as investors focused on progress on a partial China trade pact amid easing of Middle East tensions. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 161 points at 28,857. The S&P 500 index traded 18 points higher at 3,272. And the NASDAQ Composite Index is at 9,206. That's a 78-point jump. What's driving the market? Chinese top trade negotiator Vice Premier Li will lead a delegation to Washington next week to sign a Phase 1 trade deal. The Wall Street Journal reported today, citing China's Commerce Ministry. And what else is going on in the market? Uber Technologies introduced changes to its services in California, including giving drivers the ability to reject rides without penalty, while eliminating preset for riders as it attempts to make a stronger case that its drivers are independent contractors and not employees. And Kohl's Corporation slid almost 8% after the retailer reported declining comparable holiday season sales. Boeing stock remains in focus after reports that a 737 airplane, not the MAX, was already on fire before crashing in Iran.
It's a new year, and Styles and Smiles want you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics. And if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary. But they're expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 68. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 40. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Friday, sunny with a high near 68. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. We've jumped to 57 degrees downtown, 51% relative humidity. Wind still out of the west-northwest at 12 to 15 miles an hour. Your barometric pressure, 29.92 inches. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles, here to make a difference and make you look your best. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. In a few hours, the House will vote on a measure to limit President Trump's ability to make additional military moves against Iran without consulting Congress first. 2 Republican senators have already indicated they'd support that. CBS's Rebecca Kaplan on Capitol Hill.
The bigger wild card will be when this gets out of the House and moves over to the Senate, and we're watching people like Mike Lee, like Rand Paul, and see if they can pick up 2 of their Republican colleagues and potentially have the votes to pass this War Powers resolution.
CBS's Elizabeth Palmer in Tehran tells us the man who replaced the general who was killed in a U.S. drone strike is talking tough.
He's saying that the goal hasn't changed, that Iranian forces will fight on to, sooner or later, make American troops leave the region. But the headline here in Tehran in the immediate term is that the American military is not planning another strike.
Ukrainian officials say they haven't ruled out a missile strike as the cause of the crash of a Ukrainian jetliner yesterday outside Tehran. Iran calls it a case of mechanical failure, with officials saying it was on fire and the crew was turning back before the jet went down. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
Holes in some wreckage at the crash site drew comparisons to damage done to the Malaysian air flight that was shot out of the sky over Ukraine more than 5 years ago. The Iranians say they recovered the black boxes, but they were damaged and may be missing some data. The country says it won't give the U.S. or Boeing access.
On Twitter, President Trump today called the articles of impeachment a joke and a scam. The Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell says since they haven't been sent over by House Speaker Pelosi, he's ready to move on.
If the Speaker continues to refuse to take her own accusations to trial, the Senate will move forward next week with the business of our people.
Editorials in Britain are blasting Prince Harry and wife Meghan for saying they're going to step back from royal duties, and they didn't tell the Queen about it first. CBS's Vicky Barker in London.
The couple had made no secret of how deeply hurtful both found all the tabloid intrusions and online trolling. Nevertheless, their announcement seems to have caught palace officials and the royal family off guard. One royal observer has used the term blindsided.
Harry and Meghan say they intend to split time between Britain and North America and become financially independent. Chicago police say one of 2 girlfriends of singer R. Kelly has been charged after the 2 allegedly fought at his condo. One was hospitalized in good condition. Kelly is behind bars, facing charges in 3 states now. Wall Street, the Dow is up 176 points. This is CBS News.
With Capital One, you can open a new checking or savings account with no fees or minimums. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this magic music, which will inspire the perfect hire to begin clog dancing. Okay, there's no magic music, but skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Post your next job at Indeed.com/hire and try skills tests for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Brace yourselves. This winter, we're going big. Clear off some shelf space for big savings on the biggest names in hair care during Ulta Beauty's Winter Jumbo event. Snag up to 50% off Jumbo shampoo and conditioner faves like Redken, Matrix, and Paul Mitchell. Plus, go big with our buy 2, get 1 mix and match on the most loved styling and finishing brands like Sexy Hair, Sebastian, and TG. Now that's how you go big. Hurry in. Event ends January 25th. Stock up, save, amaze your hair. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
Mack Trucks says it's going to lay off more than 300 workers at its Pennsylvania assembly plant. 13% of the workforce. Demand for heavy trucks has dropped. Modern science has again righted a criminal justice system wrong.
44-year-old Kerry Robinson walked out of a South Georgia prison and hugged his relatives and the lawyers who worked to free him. Robinson spent nearly 20 years behind bars after being wrongly convicted of breaking into a woman's home and sexually assaulting her in 1993. DNA evidence retested using modern technology cleared Robinson, who was never identified as a suspect by the victim. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Well, Facebook has decided not to limit how political ads can be targeted to specific groups of people as Google did back in November. and it won't fact-check them. Instead, it's out with what it calls transparency features that aim to give users more control over how many political ads they see. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? Well, not long ago, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from a billionaire family spent $20 million in 3 years to find the best home-based business in North America. He researched 70 different companies, and when he found the only one that had real long-term potential, he bought it. And right now, he's looking for people to help him turn this company into his next billion-dollar success story. So if you're serious about making money from home without having to leave your home, well, grab a pen. Because I'm about to give you the address of a website where you can learn all about this unique and rare opportunity. Write this down, www.goherenext.com. Now get on your computer and go to this site now. Part-time or full-time, your income is based totally on your performance. Interested? GoHereNext.com and say goodbye to your boss tomorrow. GoHereNext.com.
At IVEDC, our mission is to help grow the Imperial Valley economy by aggressively marketing the valley to attract industries that create jobs and raise the local standard of living. We have had considerable success with the renewable energy industry, and due to these efforts, local businesses have benefited and jobs have been created. The Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation is continuing our efforts to grow the local economy with new businesses and new jobs. That means a better way of life for our valley.
CBS News, a service of the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30. Day in and day out, your publicly owned Imperial Irrigation District proudly delivers low-cost, reliable energy service to its customers in the Imperial and Coachella Valleys. When compared to other power providers, IID's residential, commercial, and governmental customers all save up to 50% on their monthly energy bills. That's because IID is committed to more than just delivering power. IID is committed to you. IID, where customers always come first.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Hi. So I have this stain, and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.